Well, I have said in the past that I believe the whistleblower is not a person. I believe the whistleblower is something along the lines of a illegally gotten wiretap or something of that nature. Because everything points towards the Democrats believing that everything was going to operate the way it usually does, as in, how most presidents would handle things. But Trump is not most presidents. He's kind of a wild card. You don't know how he's going to act. He's unpredictable. So when Schiff came out and he was saying things like, Trump, you're going to hear in the transcript, Trump is going to demand this, and he's going to demand that, and he's going to demand this. And everything was going through Schiff. And then he came out saying that it was a parody. And then it was coming out that his office met with the whistleblower. Then they didn't meet with the whistleblower. Then they can't have the whistleblower's identity revealed. They cannot have the whistleblower testify. Everything on this, according, in my opinion anyways, says that I don't believe the whistleblower is an actual person. And I believe that Schiff and his office believed that they could hide it because they thought everything would run standard. Everything would run as it always has. But Trump is a wild card. You can't predict on things running normal with Trump. So what did Trump do? He released the transcripts. No president has ever done anything like that, of an international phone call releasing the transcripts. That's unheard of. And I think that's what threw everything and the whole narrative of Schiff under the bus. Otherwise, if they had the whistleblower and they had the evidence, why wouldn't they come up loaded for bear and come out with all guns blazing, end it? If you want Trump out of office so bad, that's what I would have done. I would have come out and ended it. And let me make sure real quick. There we go. Haha. Good thing I checked. All right. So I'm going to play this, and I'll comment on it here in a second.
Guess what word is not anywhere in the transcript? Demand.
Correct. The word demand is nowhere seen in any of the transcript. In fact, in the transcript, it said specifically and implicitly Trump saying, I don't want any quid pro quo. He's just saying, hey, basically, I've heard rumors that there's this corruption here, and I don't know. It might be good for you to look into that corruption. Is it advisable? No. But goddamn, I'd want him to look into corruption too. The word demand came from Schiff, from the supposed whistleblower. And in fact, when Schiff read what he was claiming we are going to hear on the transcript, was Trump saying many, many times, 13 times, I think he said, you're going to hear the word demand. Well, Schiff lied. He lied, flat out, on record. He lied.
Nowhere in that transcript does the president make a demand. You know where the word demand came from? It came from the whistleblower. That's the first time we heard the word demand. When he notified the Inspector General for the intelligence community, he said President Trump made a demand. He thought he could do that because he thought no one would ever be able to prove, because what president would take the unprecedented step of releasing a transcript with a foreign leader?
The wild card president, the president who doesn't do things normally. And again, I don't like the president, but I respect the position. And I respect the fact that, hey, he really has got the economy up. And the numbers don't lie. Unemployment is down. The trade deal is a great deal. It's a good deal. It's like NAFTA, but better than NAFTA. His little trade war with China appears to be working. I don't like the guy, but I respect the office and I respect results. I live in this place called reality. I look at things of, do I like the guy? No, I don't. I think he's boorish. I think he's rash. But he's getting things done.
This president did something that the whistleblower never expected.
Yeah. All this is nothing that the Democrats expected. That's why they're trying to rush. They're trying to get things done. There is no evidence. And I argue with people on Twitter, and they say, well, denying that there's evidence doesn't make the evidence disappear. I'm denying the evidence because there's no evidence. Where's the evidence? I see evidence to the opposite. I see evidence saying, hey, Trump may be ill-advised and said, hey, I heard that there was some corruption over here. You might want to check that out. But I don't want any quid pro quo. I just want you to check that out for your benefit, our benefit. We're giving you all this money, basically. I mean, come on. I would want someone to do that. If your neighbor was high on heroin all the time and your significant other, your wife, your mother, your father, your brother, any family member, any person you care about that is living with you or was living with you or in this imagined scenario is living with you, someone that you care about, and they're going to give your neighbor money, wouldn't you go to them and say, hey, they're a heroin addict. You might want to make sure that they're not going to use the hard-earned money that you're going to give them for more heroin. That makes sense. And us as taxpayers, we should appreciate that fact. But it would be as if saying, but if you're going to give the money over, then, that's your choice. He said he didn't want any quid pro quo. There was nothing held over their head. There was no investigation. There was no announcement of an investigation.
President Trump, we keep hearing, got caught. President Trump, we keep hearing, is obstructing justice. The president that took the unprecedented step of releasing a transcript so that everyone could see the truth.
And that was the other thing is, why aren't people saying, hey, if Trump had anything to hide, why would he release the transcripts? He released them so that way everybody was on the same page, so they could see written in black and white what was said. And we all see what was said. So why are we still here? What are we doing if this isn't for political reasons alone?
Is not obstructing Congress. The president didn't get caught. The whistleblower got caught. The whistleblower made false statements. The whistleblower got caught with Chairman.
And like I said, I still believe the whistleblower was some sort of, I don't know, and I could be wrong. I could be absolutely wrong, but human pattern, I am a study of human pattern. It has saved my life many, many times, and I read people and I read situations like a book. And I'm a very fast reader. And I see this situation, I see them hiding behind certain things, and I see certain cues, and things to me seem like Schiff somehow got a wiretap or transcripts or something from a bunch of different people and compiled his own thing, and he himself essentially became the whistleblower. So in a sense, I believe Adam Schiff is the whistleblower, but through electronic means. I don't know. I could be very wrong. And I hope that I am, because that would be horrible. That would be such an overstep of power. It would be horrible. So I hope I'm wrong. I don't know. Something about the situation that I'm reading is like, no, it's not. I don't know.
And Schiff, remember Chairman Schiff, the person that the Democrats, instead of the House Judiciary Committee, which has spent a full week on this, that's not who's been in charge. The person they put in charge was the person that got caught with the whistleblower.
Yes. And if you'll notice, the rules through this whole impeachment process have been quite one-sided. There have been times when people were gavelled down for absurd reasons. Time limits have been jiggled around to, I can't think. I hate being sick. Let's continue.
Have you spoken directly with the whistleblower? No, we have not. We'd like to. That wasn't true.
They have not spoken directly to the whistleblower. No, we have not. It doesn't fit. It doesn't fit. It doesn't fit. Something is not right.
The person that said he had evidence of the first fake impeachment scam, collusion with Russia, had evidence of that collusion and didn't have it. The person who...
Yeah, and they keep bringing it back up. And there was no Evidence.
In the course of that, read into the record the Steele dossier because the people needed to know the truth about what happened.
Yes, and now we're finding out the Steele dossier is nothing but hearsay and people overhearing other people in a bar and just absolute bullcrap that someone took all this exculpatory or hearsay evidence, hearsay, and said, well, here's what we think happened.
Well, we heard about the truth about the Steele dossier this week when the Inspector General told us it was all garbage, rubbish, all made up. Yeah, that Chairman Schiff. And now he got caught not being truthful about a whistleblower who, as I told you the other day, didn't tell the truth verbally and in writing.
No.
And that's in a transcript.
Yes. And it's on record.
You know what we didn't get in this 1 week impeachment summary in the House Judiciary Committee? We didn't get that transcript. Chairman Schiff didn't send that one over.
No.
Only if you were on the Intelligence Committee have you seen that transcript. I've seen it. I'd like everyone to see it.
Bam! That right there is so telling. That right there is just absolutely telling. He's seen it. But he can't talk about it because of the position of it is. But he wants everybody to see it. He wants everybody to see it. So if he's talking about it and he is saying that it is all BS and he's read the transcript and he's saying he wants everybody to see it, that means he knows that inside that transcript are things that we're going to look at and we're going to be like, what? Are you serious? Just get over it. Get done with it. We're through. Anyways, I have rambled long enough on this one. I don't know, man. I don't know. Essentially, I guess you can say I believe that Schiff is the whistleblower by means of getting information and trying to compile this report. Just because of the way that they're hiding it, the way that they're hiding behind certain things, it just doesn't feel right. Something is just doesn't fit. That's what I'm saying. Why are they hiding so much evidence? Why are they hiding so much from the American people? Why can't we just see everything on the table? Why can't you bring the whistleblower or at least have a private interview with the whistleblower where someone is transcripting what the whistleblower is saying verbatim and read that? That would hide the whistleblower's identity. Come on now. Put all your cards out on the table. If you got him, you got him. Let us know. Show us. So that way we can say, aha, you got him. If you don't got him, let it go and move on. It's absurd. Anyways, I've ranted long enough. I will see you guys in the next one.